Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick video for you that goes over the pop culture assignment that you have due. As I had mentioned in the announcement that I sent out, I was going to extend the deadline till next Sunday, just so you guys had this video, so you had a bit of more explanation. You can submit the assignment anytime before next Sunday and you won't lose any points. If you've already submitted it, that's great too. If you wanted to redo it after you submit it, just send me an email and I will take care of that submission process for you. Okay, so total points for this assignment is 50 points. The assignment is going to be about 4 pages long. And really what this assignment is about connecting what you've learned in the class to things outside of the class. So to start, you are going to pick a character from any fictional source. So it could be a book, a movie, a TV show, a video game, a comic book, any character that has some type of criminal offending. Just don't pick a real life criminal. So make sure that they're fictional. So they have to have committed a crime. They don't have to be a notorious criminal where that's all they do. It's up to you who you want to pick. Anybody who has committed some type of delinquency or criminal behavior works. Once you pick your person, you start the paper by telling me a little bit about the character. Tell me about their background, tell me about the crimes that they committed. Don't spend too much time in this section. Just tell me enough that I can understand the connections that you're going to be making in the paper. So if you are going to be talking about a person who committed a crime and you're going to say that it's because of their upbringing, then mention what their upbringing was in this little part. So part A of the paper is going to be the smallest part, where you're really just kind of introducing me to your character and their crimes. Then part B of the paper should be one of the biggest parts of the paper, and here is where you're going to pick a theory to explain this character's offending behavior. You're going to want to explain the theory in detail, and you can pick from any of the theories that we've talked about in class. So at this point, we are done going over all the theories, so you can pick any theory that we've talked about, and I've made a list down here that include all of the different theories that we've gone over the semester, and feel free to choose from the list. And if you have a theory that's not on the list, just make sure you clear it with me in order to say, okay, yes, you can use this, or no, don't use it, because I've made this list for a reason, and it's to try to make sure that everyone picks appropriate topics. But if you don't see one that you wanted to talk about on this list, just send me an email and we can discuss it. So when you are writing part B of the theory, you're going to be explaining the theory itself in detail. You're going to want to talk about it using the relevant terms that we have discussed throughout the semester. Sorry, Siri was listening to me. You're going to want to make sure that you are using the appropriate terms from the chapters, that you're talking about the important concepts of the theory, any important propositions that the theory might have. So for example, if you chose to use social learning theory, then you want to talk about Sutherland's 9 principles. When you are explaining the theory, I want you to use your own words. Do not just copy and paste direct quotes from the book and then slap a citation on there. I want to know that you understand the theory, and the best way for me to assess that is for you to paraphrase the information from the textbook into your own words. It still is going to require a citation because it's not considered common knowledge. So when you are putting your paper together, paraphrase the information, make sure that you cite from the textbook. The citation, sorry, I'm scrolling, should look like this. So it's the same exact citation that you use for your discussion boards. So like I have right here underlined, do not use direct quotes unless absolutely necessary. I want to make sure that you understand the information. So tell me in your own words. And once you've completed part B of the paper, part C is where you apply the theory to your character's behavior. So tell me how specifically your character's criminal experience fits with the theory you selected. So like I had mentioned, if you're going to talk about the your character's childhood affecting their criminal behavior. What theory speaks to that? Did you choose the general theory of crime, and maybe they have a lower self-control because their parents were inattentive, they didn't monitor their child's behavior, they didn't discipline them correctly, and then tell me, how this transpired into low self-control and why you think that your character has low self-control. Are they impulsive? Are they risk-taking? Are they sensation-seeking? Do they not think about the long-term consequences? So in other words, for this part of the paper, part C, you want to say, this is what my character does, and this is why it fits with the theory. And this is what my character does, and this is why it fits with the theory. So it should be a nice flow. You're talking to me about your character, you're talking to me about the theory, and then you're meshing it all together using specific examples from the character and specific examples from the theory. So all in all, it should be around 4 pages. These are some of the things that you're going to be graded on. So explaining the character, describing the theory of your choice in detail, not using direct quotes, applying the theory to your character, making sure that you have your citation. And then of course I'll be looking at grammar, spelling, and organization. As long as I can read what you're saying and I can understand what you mean, then that's enough. If you want more information on how you're going to be graded, you can use this rubric down here. The biggest problem that I see with this paper is that sometimes students don't separate A, B, and C, and then they kind of get confused because they're bouncing around. So just make sure that when you're organizing your paper, you hit those main points. You start with talking about the character, then you talk about the theory, then you integrate them together. As long as you do those couple of things, and hopefully you find this assignment exciting because it's talking about something that you like, a favorite character, from one of your favorite things to do when you're not doing schoolwork. And so hopefully you enjoy putting these things together and making that connection from what we've learned in class to what you are watching on your free time. If you guys have any questions about the assignment, please feel free to send me an email and I'll get back to you with an answer. Thanks. Bye.